Hey guys, it's Amber. So today I'm going to be doing a complete overview on green primers, green concealers, green CC creams. Do they work? What do they do? I'm here to answer all your questions. So I went to Ulta and did a little bit of spending on some green products, and honestly, green products is something that has always kind of intrigued me. I've seen them and I'd be like, do they work? I don't know. Are they gonna make me look like the Hulk? I don't know. I had a bad experience with the green concealer. So when I was in 8th grade, my face and my rosacea started coming, and my mom also has a little bit of redness in her face. And so she had gotten some Meryl Norman green concealer. And as young girls do, we sneak into our mom's bathrooms and we just take a little bit of what we want to use and we use it on our faces, am I right? And so I had gone in and I'd put the green concealer over my nose and then did my regular foundation, because by 8th grade, I was already wearing full makeup because I was uncomfortable with how my skin looked. So I was sitting in 8th grade art class and I'm literally just working on my little art drawing, and the girl next to me goes,
I think the side of your nose looks green.
It's green. It's green. It's green.
and I'm like, so I just quickly like blended my nose in and just tried to like hide it. And then later I just went to the bathroom and was like, oh, this is so embarrassing. So from that moment on until now, which I am now 30 years old, I have never touched a green concealer. No. I saw videos of people using it and like, oh, color correcting, use it for red. And I'm like, you don't even have redness, so don't even go there with me, okay? So I thought, it's time for me to try it out for myself. So there was quite a few comparisons and things that I did as I was playing around, and it's been a few weeks since I purchased these, and I just wanted to play around with what they did, try them in different ways and see if they worked, how they best worked, that kind of stuff. So to be honest, the moment I got home, I took out one of the first ones I got, which was the NYX HD concealer, and this is in green, and I put it on my chin and my cheeks, and my makeup had been kind of wearing off throughout the day, so I just thought, oh, I'll cover up the redness. Yeah, bad idea. I like put way too much on, I patted it in, and I was like, oh my gosh, I look like the Hulk. Like, it was so bad. Like, it looked ridiculous. I literally had to wipe off my makeup and start over. My husband was laughing at me. It was horrible, and I was just like, this is not going well. I'm saving that receipt, ladies. All right, so first of all, I realized that you don't use these things over foundation. You only use these under foundation for color correcting, not at all over the top of foundation. It won't work, it'll look green, and just don't do it. First I tried the NYX, this one was only like $5, so I'm like, oh, I wanna have an affordable option. And I tried it all over my redness, and you know, blending it in, it just seemed pretty strong. I think if I had more red in my skin, it would be more counteracting instead of leaving me kind of with a green cast. But I did notice with all the products that I tried that the longer they sat, the more they kind of melded into my skin. But at first, like, this product is so concentrated and so thick that you need like the tiniest amount or you're gonna be like, whoa. Then I had a little zit that I was healing and it was like scabbed over, and I tried to put it on there, and it just felt like the greenness clung to the scabby part. I know this was really gross. And then when I tried to cover it up, it was just like, no, not working for me. So the next concealer that I got was the Dermablend. And now I do like this one a little bit better. Let me show you some swatches. The NYX one is like literally like mint green, and this one is like a softer green. Okay, so this is the NYX, that's the Dermablend. So when I go to rub this in, like, it's so pigmented that it's like, whoa. Where this one is pigmented, but it spreads, it's like a little bit more fluid. You can see how far I can spread this. And it's a lighter concealer all over, so it might be better for fair skin. And I feel like I can, yeah. So as you can see from my face demonstration, that I just personally liked the look of the Dermablend, but I still felt like I put a little too much on, and I need to make sure that I was using it sparingly. So I used the NYX concealer the first time I did my makeup with it, and I did put it on a little heavy, and then I put my full makeup over it, and so we will cut to the clip of how that looked. Hey guys, so here's a quick look of the NYX green HD concealer underneath my foundation, and then I have the regular NYX concealer on top. And I do think the overall look of my makeup is a little bit cakier than I like. And I asked my husband what he thought, and he just said it makes my face look a little too pale. So if you had fair skin, maybe that would work. And I do, but it makes it a little fairer than usual. And I still feel like there's just a tinge of ashiness to my skin, like a little bit of that green cast. So it was a little cakey. I don't prefer the NYX concealer, and honestly, I think I'm probably going to take that one back. I just think it's a little too thick and strong, and I just didn't really prefer the texture of it. So the next product that I decided to get was the NYX CC Cream, which is also green. And this, they had two versions. They had the light skin and like a medium dark skin. And so I got the light. And so this product is interesting because we're going to move on down here. It starts out green, and then it kind of turns into tan. So I was like, oh, awesome, this looks great. This will be perfect. I was actually going in there to get the Stila's One Step, which has green, but I actually found that it didn't have like enough green to do anything, and it wasn't enough coverage. So for the amount of money that it was like $40. I decided not to get that, but I thought, hey, this might be a good choice. So I picked this up, and here's a finished look of what it looks like on my skin. It looks okay. It just didn't give me the coverage that I wanted, and it was just like, it was okay. If you want a really light concealer, like if you just have a little tiny bit of pink in your skin and you like a really light coverage, don't have a lot of blemishes, then this would be good for you. For me, it just was like, what's the point? Like, it doesn't do enough to really wow me. So I was like, okay. This is also going back. Alrighty, so the next thing that I wanted to try was the Smashbox Photo Finish. Now, I've heard that the Smashbox primer is really great, and I just thought, well, you know, if they've got a green one, let's see what it does. So when I put this on my face, I did notice a little bit of difference, but then again, it wasn't this overwhelmingly huge difference that I was just like, wow, this is amazing. Now, if you're using the Smashbox primer already and you have redness, go ahead and get the green one. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna make your face look green when you put your makeup over it. It's gonna cover completely. It is gonna help neutralize the redness a little bit, but I wouldn't say if you've got a primer that works, don't run out and buy this, because it's not going to do that much for your skin. So then I decided to test something else out because I could. I tested the Dermablend on one half of my face, and I tested the Smashbox on the other. Just again, comparing the different levels of coverage, just trying to see the difference between using a primer and a concealer. The primer is going to give you a lot less coverage than a concealer is. So then I decided to test the CC Cream versus my holy grail item, which is the It Bye Bye Redness. Yeah, there's like no comparison. So yes, the CC Cream did help, but this does it better. Now, this is $15. This is like $40. So if this is like literally out of reach, not even possible, gonna break the bank, you could consider using this. But for me, it's like, I don't care how much this is, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. I will buy this every time when I run out because I love it. Then I tried the Dermablend over the CC Cream to see if I could add some coverage that way. And I mean, yeah, it helps, but the bottom line is that you're still gonna have to put something over it. And that's the main thing, is with all of my experimenting and all these different ways I try to apply this, at the end of the day, if you use one of these products, you're going to have to put something else over it. So you just have to consider, is it going to be worth it? Now, the Bye Bye Redness, I don't have to put anything over this. I can use this and be done for very light natural coverage. With these, I have to put something over it. So just something to consider. So then I went ahead with the green concealer on one side and the Bye Bye Redness on the other, and I put a light foundation, which was the NARS Sheer Glow over the top. And I mean, both sides looked fine. Like, it wasn't really a big deal. The green wasn't like shining through as much as I thought it would, but it still just kind of didn't give me the finish that I love, that I noticed. Maybe someone else wouldn't, but it's gonna come down to kind of your personal preference on that one. So anyway, that is my overview of all these green products. If I was going to get anything, I would say get the Dermablend concealer. I think this would be helpful for like really red pimples or something like that, the teeny tiniest amount. This is $20, so it is cheaper than the Bye Bye Redness, so that's just a little thought there. There is 0.33 ounces in here, but I honestly think this would last you forever. I would skip on this. I just think the color is weird and I just didn't like the consistency of it. This was okay. I mean, you be the judge if you think it would be a good choice for you or not. And I wouldn't run out and buy the green primer, but if you're already using Smashbox, you need some more, you could give it a try. It's not gonna make the world difference, but it might make a little bit of difference for you. So I hope this was helpful for you guys and kind of showing you what these products actually do in action instead of just talking about them, actually showing them to you on my face. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, it's Amber. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial, and this is going to be a collab with another fellow YouTuber. Her name is Lily.